If you're looking for some versatile and modular EDC packs that won't immediately out you as a total basement-dwelling fucking nerd when you wear them in public, stick around, because today we're taking a look at a range of bags from 511. What is up, guys? My name is John with pewpewtactical.com, your definitive source for gun reviews, gear guides, and all things that go bang. I'll start by saying this. I really intensely dislike items that look overtly tactical. And over the past few years, it seems as if the entire philosophy behind being low profile has itself become a bit of a fashion statement. I think at this point, we can probably all agree that a black polo shirt, goatee, and khaki pants have essentially become a bit of a uniform for gun people, and that's kind of silly. All of that being said, I absolutely appreciate the fact that companies like 511 are now producing items that offer all of the functionality and innovation you'd expect out of modern tactical soft goods, but without anything that overtly screams, "Hi, hello, there is a good chance that I am armed." No conspicuous MOLLE webbing, no huge swaths of Velcro, and discreet colors like Nightwatch and Tungsten in the packs that I've got here today are basically exactly what I want out of my bags, no matter what I might be doing with them. Up first, we've got 511's LV10 13-liter Sling Pack. It's an awesome little bag for small errands, a minimalist range trip, or a day out with the family, or in my case, trail running. I typically do most of my runs in shorts that don't have pockets, and I'm also not super comfortable with leaving all of my personal items tucked away in the car, or with my keys tucked in the old gas tank. The Sling Pack offers a nice and comfy way to carry my essential personal items when I'm out for a longer run in a low-profile package that mostly stays put and doesn't chafe or wear like other packs in the same category have a tendency of doing. Although the whole point of the bag is essentially a go-fast minimalist type setup, it is surprisingly capable of holding quite a lot, although you obviously don't want to overload it. The main storage compartment is equipped with a full MOLLE panel and additional Velcro that's sewn on top of the MOLLE loops themselves, allowing you to configure the pack as you'd like, assuming you're an average gear whore with a surplus of random cordura like us. As I mentioned, I primarily use this as a casual day or trail running pack, but for demonstration purposes, we've loaded it up with a very basic set of bug out or bad day items. Like I said, this is about as heavy as I'd load up the Sling Pack for anything outside of a very bad emergency, but as shown, there's still plenty of room for other items if you want something small and convenient to take to the range with you, or if you need to carry more stuff as the situation dictates. Interestingly enough, the internal pockets sewn into one of the divider walls don't appear to be large enough to actually accommodate double-stacked pistol magazines outside of one pocket. I'm assuming these are largely meant more for knives, multi-tools, pens, etc., but there is one pocket that fits an AR mag perfectly. Generally, I've been using that to store any sort of eyewear I might have on my person without the fear of scratching my expensive-ass Oakley lenses up. A small button located on one side of the Sling Pack can be undone and expanded to reveal a flap that works great for water bottle storage. I'm sort of a hobo and constantly wash and reuse 1.5-liter bottles of smart water, and I'm pleased that they fit snugly and securely without being too much of a hassle to access. The Sling Pack includes dual carry handles on both the top and the side of the bag, allowing you to carry it like a briefcase if you're so inclined. Additionally, a zipper that runs the perimeter of the pack just underneath the closed-cell foam unzips to reveal even more Velcroable real estate. 511 has sewn their own nylon strap directly into the center of the Velcro material, allowing you to attach your handgun as shown. There are also Velcro tabs sewn into the inside pocket that'll latch onto the corresponding Velcro outside, allowing you to position your zippers in the correct location for quick access in the event that you are using the Sling Pack to carry a firearm. The sling itself is quite beefy, and while I've seen some complaints about the design online, I personally quite enjoy it. The sling utilizes a locking mechanism not unlike those found on common 2-point slings, allowing you to throw the lever and quickly adjust the tightness of the main shoulder strap. Perhaps the only design element of the Sling Pack that I don't quite enjoy is this small sternum strap that rides from your low right-hand side and comes up to your torso and connects to the main sling strap in the center of your chest. It's meant to provide a little bit of added security when you're moving quickly, but in my experience, the way that it attaches to the bag has a tendency of coming undone if you're moving around a whole lot. Granted, I'm using what is basically a low-profile EDC pack to go do cardio, and perhaps this is not the level of physical activity that the bag is designed for, but it is something to be aware of. The last thing you'd want while moving quickly in an emergency is to have to fuss with straps coming undone and making your bag wobbly. Overall, however, this has become one of my favorite pieces of daily use gear, whether I'm doing anything remotely tactical or just living my life. The entire inside of the bag is really well thought out and makes the most of all of the space inside of it. So if you want something that you can just throw in the car and go, I would say definitely check out the 511 Sling Pack. 511's AMP, or All Mission Pack series of bags, aims to provide a adaptable and modular backpack that can scale up or down to fit whatever you might need to do at a moment's notice. The AMP-12 is specifically meant for 12 hours of sustainment. You've got 25 liters of internal storage space that allows you to fight, survive, or exist out of the bag as necessary. The AMP-12 is another example of the sleek, low-profile design decisions I've come to love from 511. The tungsten color doesn't draw attention, and the bag looks closer to something you'd see from a skate shop rather than a tactical gear manufacturer, yet it retains an enormous amount of functional modularity. Notably, the AMP-12 includes 511's unique hex grid platform on the rear of the bag. The hex grid is MOLLE compatible and allows the user to mount existing MOLLE pouches at non-standard angles. If you're in a situation where you might need to carry extra mags, for example, mounting them at closer to a 45-degree angle via the hex grid might make more sense if you need to sling the bag around in front of you to reload. Obviously, that's a pretty extreme example, but the system itself is pretty neat. It's also fully removable, and ditching it will allow you to either load that Velcro panel up with whatever patches your goofy ass wants to be a walking billboard for, or alternatively affix one of 511's gear set placards to the rear. The gear set that we've got attached currently is specifically meant to carry a ballistic helmet. And the 2-banger placard that we have off to the side carries an additional 2 AR-15 magazines and has a few more small zippered utility pouches. The AMP-12 has become both my go-to range bag and overnight pack, and I love that it works for both gun nerd shit and everyday life needs without changing much at all. The bag's main storage compartment is Velcro attachment compatible, and will work with various other Velcro-based dividers and organizers. It's worth noting that you can actually add a hex grid panel on the inside of the pack if you'd prefer traditional MOLLE storage as well. The internal storage space is actually large enough to stash a low-profile plate carrier setup too, if that's your thing. The reverse side of the main compartment is filled with several different mesh zipper bags full of elastic loops for organizing pens or chem lights or what have you. The large flap right above the hex grid system opens up to reveal a spacious compartment meant to stow a handgun, and includes a small loop of webbing to attach a holster if necessary. Just above the CCW pocket is a secondary large storage space that runs the length of the entire pack, and features a small fleece-lined sleeve for eyewear. The innermost compartment is padded on the inside, and features a rigid polymer insert on the other, ensuring that laptops or sensitive electronics that you've got in that space are protected from bumps and knocks while on your person. The molded back panel contours to my frame quite nicely, and the shoulder strap padding is more than adequate. However, if you're looking for all of the features of the AMP-12 but want a little bit more storage capacity, 511 also makes the AMP-72, which is a 3-day pack. 3-day pack. The AMP-72 includes basically all of the features of the AMP-12, but with almost double the storage capacity, which is super useful if you need to work out of the bag for an extended period of time. Considering that I'm not a first responder of any kind, for my dorky-ass lifestyle, this translates for me into being the perfect travel bag. There are a few minimal design differences in terms of pouch placement and overall style between the 72 and the 12, and we'll cover them very briefly. There's an additional small storage pouch directly underneath the hex grid panel on the rear of the pack, which I found perfect for stashing my Arc'teryx jacket when not needed. You've still got the large CCW pocket above the hex grid panel itself, and the soft fleece-lined eyewear pouch now sits directly above it. As expected, the interior main compartment is much larger on the AMP-72, holding approximately 762 50 BMG rounds, as 511's own tag helpfully points out. The entire interior is Velcro compatible, and the same dividers and accessories you might want to use to organize that space should work great in here as well. There are 2 sleeves on the inside of the main compartment's outer walls, and each will fit a 1.5-liter water bottle perfectly. The reverse flap of the interior panel has two large mesh bags, oriented both horizontally and vertically, and includes zippers on either end to ensure quick access. The larger vertical mesh bag is filled with elastic keepers and a small plastic hook for organizing your various bits and bobs, chem lights, medical supplies, etc. Perhaps the biggest functional difference for me is the inclusion of a large briefcase-style zipper pouch between the thermal molded back panel and the main compartment. The entire bag zips in half and folds outwards like a taco. And it also includes a carry handle that allows you to hoist the bag much more like a traditional piece of luggage than a backpack. Working for Pew Pew Tactical means that I actually travel a good amount, and I really appreciate that that compartment holds my oversized work laptop in a space that's both secure, padded, and easy to access when I go through security checkpoints. Helpfully, it also fits real nice into the overhead storage compartments on your standard 747-ish aircraft. Again, not really what the pack was designed for, but I dig it. Lastly, the AMP-72 includes plastic loops on the bottom side of the bag that interface with the normal cinch-down straps, allowing you to secure and compress the entire pack smartly when you need to, but affording you the ability to only tighten down the upper portions of the bag if necessary. It's that kind of attention to detail and the inclusion of small quality of life improving features and designs that, in my opinion, set 511 a bit ahead of the other current manufacturers in the tactical backpack market. If you're looking for a pack that interfaces well with a dynamic lifestyle and calls for the wearing of many different hats at any given time, the 511 AMP series has my full recommendation. The versatility and the modularity of the design elements in these packs is not something I've really seen a whole lot of elsewhere, and the ability to switch between a travel pack or a go bag or a trauma platform kind of seamlessly without attracting a whole lot of attention is probably going to matter a whole lot for folks whom discretion is really important. They're also just really cool if you're a nerd like me. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel as I've got lots more unsolicited opinions about gear on the way. Once again, my name is John with Pew Pew Tactical, and we will see you next time. Adaptable backpack that can scale up or down to whatever you need to do it. Whatever you need to do.